There's still some folks trickling in, and as you trickle in, we are just so glad that you are here. My name is Reverend Amelia Attridge. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the pastor here at this church. It is a joy to be able to welcome everyone to this community program. I just wanted to help orient you to the space in case you've never been here before. First of all, if you need a restroom, there is one down here, down this ramp. It's not an accessible restroom, but if you need the way stairs are difficult for you, I would recommend using that one. It's next to the kitchen. But otherwise, all the other restrooms are up the stairs. Also, just take a look around you. Some of the exits. There's an exit right out here, up the stairs. Also an exit up that ramp right there. In case of an emergency, if we did need to evacuate the building, we'll direct you to the Reading Police Department where we can check in there. Let's see. We also just wanted to start this evening with a moment of silence, recognizing the violence in our world, especially today and this weekend. And so if you'll please join me in a moment of silence and reflection, however that feels for you. Let's hold the space. Thank you. And a special thanks to all of those who helped to make today's program happen. This is a long list, so hang tight. Thanks to our town manager, Matt Cornelis, and town staff, as well as any clergy gathered here. We especially thank the DPW and facilities staff for helping to set up our beautiful menorah on the common. We welcome our local legislators. I don't know if Representative Rich Haggerty or Jason Lewis or Brad Jones, if you're here, wave your hand. I don't know if they were able to make it tonight. Thanks also to our partners of today's program, the Reading Clergy Association, the Reading Office of Equity and Social Justice, Reading Community Singers, Reading Rotary, Wetland Books, Reading Residents for Inclusion, the Coalition of Us, CATO, Burbank YMCA, Presence & Co. Thanks for past funding from the Reading Cultural Council helping to provide this program. Thanks also to Stop and Shop and Market Basket for their financial donations, and RMLD for their donation of flashlights, and Reading Cooperative Bank who provided the water. Thanks also to Honeydew and Bake and Joy for their donation of donuts. Thanks to RCTV for recording this event again, and to Barry Berman for photographing again. And to all those who have donated their time and resources to enable us to bring this light of inclusion and hope to Reading. Thank you to all who have brought food to nourish the lives of our friends and neighbors. Please remember there are many ways to give to the food pantry if you were not able to bring something today. If you did bring something, bring it to the back corner, which is where we are collecting your donations. And I'd like to invite Rabbi Micah up at this time.
Hello, and good evening to you all. Thank you, Reverend Amelia, for being so welcoming to creating this open space here. My name is Rabbi Micah Becker-Klein. I use the pronouns he, his, and him. And I want to say shalom and hello to everyone who is here tonight. Some words for us all to consider on this first night of Hanukkah, this first night of first light. The celebration of Hanukkah for us in the Jewish community highlights the idea of spirit over might. Some of us might know the verse, not by might, not by power, but by spirit alone do we all live in peace. We're probably familiar with the story of Hanukkah, where we've got the the groups battling each other between Antiochus and between Judah the Maccabee, and then we have, at the end, the overcoming of the forces, and we get into this temple in Jerusalem, and then we have the miracle of the oil, of the 8 days where the oil burned miraculously in the temple. So before I go into a little bit more of a spiritual moment, I just want to point out the really interesting historical fact about why 8 is important in this actual story. You see, if you want to get extra virgin olive oil, I mean the really special olive oil that you're going to use to burn inside God's temple, then you need a certain amount of time. In fact, it takes this much time when you put the olives into an olive press to get olive oil that's extra virgin olive oil. There's no pressure, there's nothing exerted on it. After 7 days, out the bottom will come extra virgin olive oil. Now that's 7 days, right? We know that the location that was probably used during the Hasmonean, that's the Maccabees' last names, during their time was probably a 1-day ride away from the city of Jerusalem. That gets us to 8 days. Look, we know the story says there was enough oil for 1 day. So if that oil had burned for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, heck, that would have been a great miracle, but it wouldn't have helped them because they needed 8. So I find it fascinating to put together both this idea of the miracle, whether it's scientific fact or not, with the science of how you might actually get extra virgin olive oil at that time in the ancient Near East. Now, what I am thinking a lot about in this week, in this weekend, after the events that we've seen around us in this world, is how a tiny spark, like that little oil, can ignite powerful change. And for us, for me, this is a message of unity in diversity. I see it in our country, I see it in our world. When we can come together in places like this, in Reading, we can lift up and celebrate our culture, our civilizations, and share it together. It's not scary. In fact, it becomes what makes us great as a people, as a place, as a country, certainly as Reading, but I think as a people in general. So when we can open our minds and our hearts, we can recognize that we are all created in the spark of the divine. And that it is our hope that when we come together, we can reject the ideas of isolation and the walls of separation, and remember that if we all come from the same source, then that spark of love, that universal love, is within every single person. Hanukkah is a time when we are dedicating ourselves to learning how to embrace endless possibilities and expressions of life and spirit. Perhaps on each of these 8 nights, you can find in your heart a different cause that you can dedicate yourself to. Try this with me if you can. Maybe you can do it at night. Imagine you have a menorah, this 8-branch menorah, this 8-branch menorah with that one lighter candle, and each of those lights, is going to be a mindful practice for you, where you can send some energy and love, and it could be something physical, and it could be something as much as your monetary support, but it could also be writing. It could be taking a stand. I think when we dedicate ourselves to building a better world, we stand like in the footsteps of what Hanukkah teaches us. Dedication is what Hanukkah means. Let's dedicate ourselves to making a world of justice, a world of peace, and a world of inclusivity. May we all, as we celebrate holidays of light at this time of year, find our way to see the celebration in the diversity of the rainbow of colors. I'm loving that I get to see the leis with all the colors on them kind of blinking around the room, because it reminds me of the lights of who we all can be as humans, and so many ways that we can be together, and the ways we can celebrate culture, religion, and diversity. A short introduction to this 8-night Hanukkah celebration that's going to start tonight and go through next Sunday night. And in just a few moments, we're going to get a chance to hear those blessings. But first, I was so wowed a few moments ago to hear the rehearsal of the Reading Community Singers that we're going to get a chance to hear a few songs from them at this time. So if you'll turn your attention over to this side of the room, we'll get a chance to hear from the Reading Community Singers.
A candle is a small thing, but one candle can light another, and see how its own light increases, as a candle gives its own flame to the other. You are such a light. This one is called Be a Light.
finish line is 6 feet in the ground. In a race you can't win, just slow it down.
Okay, wow, amazing. I loved hearing that beautiful music. Well, I would like to see if we could invite up to the front of the room all of the children who are here today. Let's say anybody under the age of 12. Come on down. And now if you're a leap year birthday, come on, be honest with us. But most of you want the kids to come up front. And I'd also like to invite Albert Tace, who is the Director of Equity and Social Justice for Reading, and also Town Manager, Matt Cornelis. And we're about to light the Hanukkah candles. So I'm going to explain how we light the candles as all the children, come on up here. You know what? Come. How about this? Come a little bit closer to the hot menorah, because it's not a lot of light tonight. At least come on this side. And in just a moment, as we're going to start, I'm going to explain what we're going to do, and then we're going to sing some of these blessings together. I hope you all have the supplemental sheets that are here. Now, when we light the Hanukkah menorah each night, we're going to add a candle, and we're going to use a special lighter candle. This is called a shamash. It also sounds like the word shemesh, and in Hebrew, shemesh means sun, and this means lighter candle, like, you know, the strongest light. And every night we're going to use that lighter candle and add a candle. Now, the way we're going to add it is by starting, if you were facing the Hanukkah menorah that way, we add this way. So that by the last night, put this one over there, we're going to get over there with them all full. Okay? But tonight's the first night, and so we're going to start with this one right here. And the way I learned to do this is the first thing we do is the blessing, and then we light the candle. So let me say this. On the first night, Judaism isn't always simple. So on the first night, we're going to do 3 blessings. You've got them there on the sheet. After the first blessing, we're going to light the candle. And then we do the second blessing and the third blessing. On all other nights, you're going to say the first blessing, light the candles, and then do the second blessing. Okay, now, I need the responsible adults who were just pointed out to me, who I have not yet met. Why don't you hold the lighter candle? Is that okay? And Matt, and then you're going to pass it. This is the way we're going to do it. Wait, where did the mic stand? And here's what they're going to light the candle. It's going to burn for a minute. So I want to invite you all. Sorry about that. But if you're able to stand at this time, this is really cool. If you can stand, I'm going to invite you at this point because we're going to do this special ritual while standing. So if you can, please stand up. 3 blessings, and if you know it, please sing with me. First, we're just going to hold that one candle there. Thank you, Albert. If you know it, please join me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של first candle. And now the second blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim la'avoteinu bayamim ha'hem b'zman hazeh. Now the third blessing. This is such a great one to say. Thank you, God. Thank you for letting us be alive and reach tonight and reach today. I mean, how great a blessing for us, all of us to say. Shehechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kimanu v'hinyanu Lazman hazeh. Okay, so I like different melodies, and I need your help for this one. Can you put your hands together for Shehechianu? Like this. Oh, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'echiyanu v'kiyemanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. You can sing that part with me. It's really easy, like this. Sor Yeshuati Etanael Shamea Tikkun Tefilati V'sham Toda Nizavea V'yetachim Aveya Mitzar Hamanavea Azekor V'shir Mizmor Hanukat HaMizbeach Azekor V'shir Mizmor Hanukat HaMizbeach. Let's try it in English. Rock of ages, let our song praise your saving power. You amidst the raging storm were our sheltering power. Your Savior sailed us, but your arm availed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us, and your word broke their swords when our own strength failed us. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. It has a lovely body, its legs are down thin, and when it gets all tired, it drops and then I win. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Now I like this song, but I haven't seen too many dreidels made out of clay. I don't know about you. So I want to challenge the kids here in particular. If you can help me come up with some rhymes. Oh, we got 8 nights, so you can have a lot of fun with this. Of other things your dreidel might be made out of. Like maybe something not so environmentally friendly like plastic. Try this. I have a little dreidel. I made it out of plastic, and when it's dry and ready, it spun and was fantastic. Alright, now Rory up here has one for me. Let's hear Rory. I have a little cradle, I made it out of glass, and when it's dry and ready, it spun and went so fast. Alright, see, you can have fun with this song too. Figure out all the things you make your cradle out of. Let's try one more time. Okay, and what's the other part of the rhyme? I love that. Oh, and what's your... Paige helped me come up with this one. Thank you, Paige. I have a lovely cradle. I made it out of wood. And you didn't think it could spin, but it spin really good. Oh, I have a little cradle. I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, oh, cradle, I shall play. Well, I love nothing more than a hora for Hanukkah. Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Cradles to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning bright. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. You can try that with me. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Try it again. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Cradles to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning bright. Yes! One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Again! One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. To remind us of days long ago. To remind us of days long ago. One more. To remind us of days long ago. Yeah! What else do we have on the playlist there, Rory? Alright, how about the last song there? This ancient Hanukkah song. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, beautiful people, let's sing it again. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. You guys sound awesome. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let's try it like this. This is a little Hanukkah light. This little Hanukkah light, I'm gonna let it shine. This little Hanukkah light, I'm gonna let it shine. This little Hanukkah light, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. shine, let it shine. Let's have a nice beginning. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Happy Hanukkah!
Thank you, Rabbi Micah. This concludes our program portion of the evening. The fun doesn't end here. There are crafts in the back. There are refreshments up here. And lots of things in the back there. You may notice on the wall there are pictures. This is a story walk with pictures from the book. Next time you are out on the town common and you're seeing the big menorah on the common, you will also see signs staked in the ground. And that's another story walk with a picture book for the season. So take some time to look at that. I also want to thank the Reading Select Board and the Reading School Committee for being here with us today. Thank you so much. Whether or not you're staying or leaving, we are so glad you're here this evening. If you are able to take a chair and help to put them away, that would be a great hand. Latkes are fresh out of the oven and hot and ready to be served. So please come and eat. Thank you. God's man.
Hi, I'm Town Manager Matt Cornelis, and having this menorah lighting makes me feel like part of a strong sense of community. A lot of times we get together for different things. This is to get together for a happy occasion where people are singing and celebrating. So I think there's a strong sense of community here in Reading, and I'm pleased to be a part of it.
I'm Gail, and this menorah lighting event is just amazing. That's a friend of mine. So it means so much to see so many people supporting this. Nowadays, more special. I appreciate the turnout. I appreciate the event being held. And I appreciate everybody being open, kind, supportive, and think about what that means. Please. Happy Hanukkah!
I'm Jessie Thackeray, and having this community menorah lighting, it made me feel like it did make me feel like part of a big community, and it's really different from when we do it at home, because we just say one prayer and then we light the menorah, but here it was like I got to be part of this whole ceremony, and I thought it was really awesome.
Hi, my name is Susan Sean, and I've lived in Reading for over 40 years. And this is an unbelievable turnout and shows support for the community, for Hanukkah, for the Jewish people. It's really, really a wonderful thing. And it means a lot to me because when my daughter was growing up, schools were open on the Jewish holidays. There was student council election on the Jewish holidays. And now we have this turnout and this support. That is the 4th year in a row that there's been a Hanukkah celebration in the Reading Town Square. So I feel like we've come like a long way, and I'm very, very grateful and inspired that this is happening. Thank you.
Ready? I'm Chris, and this is not Savannah. And what does Hanukkah mean to you, Savannah? She doesn't know. For me, it's bringing my family to events like this in Reading. Not just Hanukkah, but everything in general. It's just good to see the community all come together. Even when the weather was terrible outside, we still had another place to come in and enjoy the festivities that they had here today. So thank you for coming out.
Hi, Bob Zurcher, and I'm from Freeport, New York. And we have relatives here in Reading, and it's just a real pleasure to come down here and participate in this event.
Hello, I'm Reginald Nichols. I live here in the town of Reading. How does having the community Menorah light make you feel? It's about community. It's bringing folks together. It's learning about different cultures. And it's what I love about Reading. This inclusiveness of celebrating our cultures and everyone's welcome.
Albert Pless, the Director of Equity and Social Justice here for the town of Reading. This Menorah lighting makes me feel warm inside. You know, it feels like community is so important to me, and it's good to see so many amazing individuals, but it makes you feel warm inside. That's the feeling I feel, warm inside.
Hello, I'm Rabbi Micah Becker-Klein. I'm from Temple Emmanuel, Wakefield. And being at a community Hanukkah menorah lighting makes me feel so happy and proud to be part of a welcoming community, to bring tradition in and to meet the people at the places where they gather. So great to be here in Reading and gather with the wider community. I love it. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Jacob Overman, and the community menorah lighting is a cool activity to go to, and it's fun. It's nice to come here every year. It's nice that we have this every year. It's a nice tradition. I feel comforting that this happens every single year without fail.
Hello, I am Karen Gately-Herrick. I am a member of the Reading Select Board. I love coming to our community menorah lighting because I get to see so many of my friends and neighbors of all different faiths and traditions and beliefs, all in one room, enjoying the cultures presented to us by the Jewish community. And myself, not having been raised in the Jewish faith, I love learning about their cultural traditions. Oh my God, those doors are so So thinking about your comments today, I'm like, no other volunteers were available, so this is what you're doing. Thank you very much, board members. There was
Hi, I'm Mark Doxer, and I'm here to talk a little bit about what this menorah lighting means to me. I don't have to look down anymore, I got it. So, we've lived in town for almost 30 years now, I guess for 29 and change. And this is a really important aspect of the community. What I really love about it is so many different folks come together. So it's certainly, there are Jewish people here, there are non-Jewish people here, there are people that I've met in all different parts of this community. And they come together, it's about peace, it's about fun, it's about kind of working with each other, making stuff happen. So I love it. I think it's one of the best things that we do as a community. I'm glad we brought it in a few years ago. So 2 thumbs up.
Hi, I'm Robin. Hi, I'm Melissa. And I'm Liz. We are so proud to be at this community menorah lighting. It just makes me really happy to be Jewish and to feel supported by the Reading community. And it's just such a festive time. So happy Hanukkah, everybody. Happy Hanukkah.
My name is Cora. My name's Ira. And this menorah lighting makes me feel happy that we're all gathered together as a community and celebrating Hanukkah together. I also really like the music and how I like the street, like relates to history, and I like the film.
Hi, I'm Linda Snow-Doxer, and I'm one of the organizers of this event, and I've worked with this event since it started 4 years ago. This is the 4th annual event, and for me, it makes me feel welcome to come into this room and have so many people enjoying and singing together and being kind to one another. And that's the essence of what Hanukkah is living with each other and making each other feel welcome. So I'm very grateful to all the volunteers, including RCTV and all of our partners. Thank you.
My name is Linda Blair. I'm from Arlington, and this is the 2nd or 3rd year I think I come up for this Hanukkah lighting and menorah lighting. My friend Linda Snow-Doxer is part of my temple choir, and everybody's there, so I want to support her in doing this, but it makes me feel great to come. We have too much division, too much hatred in the world. We see it every day, and coming here just makes my heart warm because it's a celebration of community. It's really a loving kind of environment and a welcoming kind of environment, and we need more of that. So it's a celebration of community and a tradition, and it's fun, and it really is kind of a sharing of that tradition with more people, interfaith, kind of a place that I just love those kind of spaces. So we need more of them, and thank you to my friend Linda for making it happen.